Hello, everyone. Thank you for spending your morning with us today. We would like to welcome you to our very first SimplePay webinar for the Singapore market. My name is Shirlynn. I'm part of SimplePay's sales and customer success team, and I'm joined by Kylie, our training team instructional designer, who's also going to co-host today's session with me. Alongside the two of us, we have Desmond and Jamie, who will be helping us to moderate the event, ensuring everything runs smoothly. So in today's session, we'll be sharing with you the simplicity of getting started. You'll get a glimpse into what the system can do on a payslip level, which involves automatic calculations of your employee contributions, statutory deductions, finalizing payslips, recording leave, and many other handy features. You can also look forward to learning how to use SimplePay to fulfill your filing responsibilities. But before we start, Jamie would like to share some matters to take note of. So I'm going to hand the time over to you, Jamie.
Thank you, Shirlynn. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jamie, and I work closely with Shirlynn as a success specialist for South Africa and Ireland. It's great to be piloting this webinar in Singapore. We recently launched webinars in South Africa a few months ago, and they were received very well. So we're hoping you are excited to learn more about what makes SimplePay so awesome. So once again, thanks so much for joining us today. We're extremely excited to be showcasing SimplePay to you, and I hope you leave feeling confident that SimplePay is the right payroll solution for you and your organization. So with that, over to you, Kylie.
Thanks so much, Jamie. Good morning, everyone. Really exciting to have you all here today. As Shirlynn said earlier, I'm Kylie and I work in the training team here at SimplePay. So as Shirlynn is sharing her screen, awesome. I thought a nice place to start would be, Shirlynn, if you could just take us through the sign-up process and then maybe explain how to sign up for a free trial and what that would look like.
Sure. So the reason why I am starting on our website, the landing page of our website, is primarily because I wanted to let everyone here know, if you don't already know, that SimplePay is a cloud-based payroll solution. So what that means is, as long as you have an internet connection, you are not really restricted to a device. You can, remotely process payroll as long as you come over to our landing page and log in, or in this case, sign up. So you can either sign up for an account via the sign up button, or you can come over to the free trial button over here, and once you click either of the above, you'll be redirected to our sign up page here. Yeah.
Seems simple.
Yeah. So it's as easy as just exactly. So it's really as simple as just completing all your details and then registering for an account and then activating it thereafter. Yep.
Sounds good. Thanks, Shirlynn. I think now that we've looked at the sign up process, as you said, then it'll be quite easy to activate your account. I wonder if you could, if now that you've pre-populated your own account, if maybe we can go through the login process just to show everyone what that looks like and what security features we can also see when we log in.
Good idea, Kylie. Okay, so I am going to log in because I have my own SimplePay account. All right, and as you can see, intuitively, of course, the system recognizes that I'm a existing user and my details are all stored here. I can simply select the login button, and then automatically, because I have enabled two-factor authentication on my SimplePay account, I am then required to key in a authentication code. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay. And I can even trust this device for 30 days, so I don't have to repeatedly key this in, and then just simply click the login button, right?
Cool. Yeah, I wanted to add that I really think it's important to enable two-factor authentication, but this is not something that is mandatory. This is an option for you to enable it, but we've created something for you because we know that payroll information is sensitive information and we want to keep you secure as possible. So we definitely recommend enabling two-factor authentication once you create your account. It's quite easy. And if you've never set up two-factor authentication before, we also have, once you enable it, the steps on our site will show you exactly how to do that.
Exactly. All right. So as you can see, right, right now I am greeted by a demo company, right? So for everyone who has signed up for a new account, you will notice that there is a demo company with employee data pre-populated for you. You know, you can use the company to familiarize yourself with the system. It comes completely complimentary, right? You don't have to do anything on the system in order to get it. You can access it at any time. And one great thing about having the demo company present is, of course, as you're trialing the system, if you're unsure of anything, you can use the demo company to trial it first before actually implementing it for your actual company. So what that means, right, is that you don't actually have to compromise your actual employee data. So that's also something that we thought of. And as I mentioned, you can make use of it at your own discretion. Yeah. I just wanted to show the audience out there that, you know, the system does also cater to hourly paid employees. So if, for example, you have clients or you are in the food and beverage industry or the retail industry, and if you have clients, employees who do not just work on a, you know, fixed amount salary basis, then that can be easily configured here as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that you've shown us the option to sort of say fixed salary or hourly paid employees, because it is a way that we can show you that the system is very customizable. It's very easy to change. Our system is aptly named SimplePay because we want to keep things as easy to use as possible, as intuitively to use as possible. So when you see that basic salary is in blue, you know that it's a clickable link, something that you can just easily change month to month. Shirlyn, you mentioned that clicking on the finalize button finalizes the payslip and then locks in the values. But I'm wondering if maybe you can explain sort of, we've got the deductions listed there. Maybe you can just sort of explain to us how we do that, and then also show us what a payslip looks like, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure. Of course. So I'm going to select the preview button because that would give us a great overview of what the payslip looks like first and foremost. And then bringing it back to what you mentioned just now about the system being intuitive, right? Because the system is intuitive, certain calculations like, of course, your CDAC, which is your self-help group funds, things like your CPF contributions, SDL amounts, right? These are all calculated for you by the system, right? It means that you don't have to, you know, perform manual calculations. I'm sure none of us want to do that, right? Because there's always a risk that, you know, human error might occur. So you can safely rely on the system to perform all these calculations for you. And as you can see, it's detailed in the payslip as seen here. Right?
Yes.
Whilst I'm on the payslip, right, Kylie, I think it's also fairly important to let everyone know that the payslip is quite customizable, right? So certain things like, for example, your your company's logo, that can be included as well. Once you've uploaded it, then it will display here, as you can see on the payslip. And then even things like your year-to-date values, your employees' leave types, right, and leave balances, etc. These can all be omitted if you would like. In my case, I have included it in the payslip, but if in your case you want to remove that, that can be easily configured in your payslip settings. Yep.
Yeah, even the notes functionality at the bottom of the payslip, where you can just detail anything you want to say to the employee, that doesn't have to be included if you don't want it. And then with employer contributions, I wanted to add to what Shirlyn said, where not only is everything calculated for you automatically and correctly to keep you compliant, but if there are any changes to legislation, you don't have to worry about letting us know or trying to do additional calculations, because we will automatically do that for you. So it takes the load off you from anything like that. And we, more often than not, in fact, all the time, if anything does change, we'll always notify you on the system that something has changed. So you will always be in the loop with regards to payroll.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Kylie. So I'm just going to toggle back to Amanda's payroll. And I think what's really handy to sort of take note of is also the fact that we do offer you guys a recent activity log. This is fairly important for auditing purposes, I believe. So as you can see, we give you a list, or rather a full list of the recent activity that has been logged on the system. And then it comes also with a timestamp and of course, noting down the user who performed said action as well.
Yeah, I like that, to keep track of everything you've changed and everything you've done.
Exactly.
Any
just
basic,
an audit trail, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good just to remind anyone what they have done. I think also just quickly, we've spoke about finalizing. Could you just maybe tell us what finalizing does to the employee's profile?
Yeah, so really simply put, right, the act of finalizing an employee's payslip is really just to, first and foremost, like you mentioned, it locks all the payroll information in for that particular pay period. And the moment I click finalize, intuitively, the system recognizes that you're ready to perhaps process next payroll period's payslip as well, and it automatically brings me forward to 28th of February, which is the following month. So yeah, this is the system's way of making it just a little bit easier for you. So it decreases the number of clicks that you have to do on the system in order to get something done. Yeah,
I like that. And then on the payslip, we know that it's finalized because the draft stamp will disappear. So you always know if you're dealing with the draft stamp, rather draft payslip or the locked in payslip, exactly like that. So it'll be good to delineate between the two.
exactly.
Thanks, Shirlyn. I think whilst we're on this individual's profile, I would love it if we could maybe just go through the leave tab and just show everyone what you can do on the leave tab, what actions you can take. Yes.
Understand. Okay, so I think this is a really hot topic because I understand that a lot of our Singapore clients, what they really love about the system is that we don't just provide you with a payroll module. So if you subscribe to SimplePay, right, it also comes with a leave module as well, and of course a claims module as well. So I'm going to show you guys at this stage at the employees payroll tab, what you can do, or rather after clicking the leave tab over here. So first and foremost, as an administrator, if you want to say, understand, Amanda's leave entitlements, whatever movements that she has made, and whatever balances that she has according to each of the leave type listed here, you can always easily just toggle over to the activity option. And then I can also record a leave for Amanda, right? I can also assign entitlement policies to her, and then perform leave adjustments for her. This is particularly handy if you would like to, say, record an off in lieu for perhaps the upcoming Chinese New Year holidays, right? And if you would like to also record leave take-ons for Amanda, that can be done whilst on this single page. So in a nutshell, it's quite a number of things that you can do, right, for the employee whilst you're in her profile, right? This is just some of the things that you can do, but as an employee as well, since we are talking about leave, I think it's also fairly important to note that if you use SimplePay, you might also wish to take full advantage of our self-service module. Though we're not going to go too deep into that, it is something that is also inclusive in the subscription charge. You don't have to pay additional for that. But yeah, I think I went off on the tangent.
No, that's okay. I think to go on your tangent further with you, I like that you've showed us everything you can do on leave, because like you said, there is quite a lot that you can get involved in with the leave tab, yeah. And as you said, that's at no additional cost to what you're signing up for. You'll notice that on the sidebar menu on the left-hand side, the very last option is approval with a little tick. Now that we've chatted a bit through leave and self-service, we also give you that option that that approval is for any kind of leave requests that come through or claims requests, as you've mentioned earlier. So we have that functionality enabled that if you're set as someone that can approve any requests that come through or decline them if you really must, then on your system you'll have the approval option on your when you sign in. So I just wanted to mention that's what we're seeing over there.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
Good observation, Kylie. Something to definitely take note of. Yeah.
Thanks, Shirlyn. I think what would be great now that we finalized the payslip is to go through the second option on the sidebar menu, which is pay runs. If you wouldn't mind just telling us what a pay run is and then taking us through what we can actually do with a pay run, and also why would we use a pay run?
Sure. Okay. So essentially, the pay runs tab is the option to group all your employees' payslips. So if you've created a pay run after finalizing all your employees' payslips, you are essentially getting the system to group all these payslips so that the system can generate a number of very nifty reports for you. So for example, right, your accounting info report, a payment report, and also your gyro export file. So this is particularly handy for employers who make use of gyro to pay out your employees' payslips, right? So that can be automatically generated for you. And then, as you can also see, if you use Xero as your accounting software, or if you use QuickBooks as your accounting software, we offer seamless integrations with these two accounting softwares. Assuming you have performed the setup, you've configured your mappings on the system, right? Every single time you process payroll on SimplePay, then the link to send your employees' payroll information for that particular payroll period is generated for you. All you have to do is to click the Send to Xero link, and your payroll information automatically gets pulled into Xero. So you don't have to do this manually. Yeah.
Nice. I like it. Nice and easy.
Exactly.
Shall we, can you take us through that process of creating a pay run rather?
Sure. So as you can see, it is categorized, in this screen, it's categorized as a pending payslip. And then we have all these other pay periods, which are already completed pay runs, right? So simply, once I have selected finalize, so in this case, right, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to unfinalize my payslips for January, and then I'm going to show you what this exact screen of about finalization page looks like. So this is what you would see, right? And one really great thing about the system is we understand that at the point of finalizing your payslips, you might perhaps want to better understand what the exact payslip values are, right? It maybe just might not make sense to only see the net pay, right? So we give you additional options to show payslip values and inputs. Once you've toggled that, then you'll be able to preview all of the values here, select all, and then finalize. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I like that because you can sort of see as much or as little information as you need. The idea is to save you as much time, as you said earlier, the fewer clicks that you need to get everything done to save you time. So when you're finalizing payslips and you want to do it in bulk and do it for, if you have a lot of employees coming to a pay run and then finalizing like that will definitely take away a lot of time. So yes. I do think that also is quite helpful with when you come to the pay run page.
Exactly. So once we finalize all the payslips, right, of course, the next step would be to select the Create Pay Run button. So before I do anything, I think it's also fairly important to share with you guys that bringing you back to the self-service module, if you have it enabled in your SimplePay account, then what's really cool about the system is that the system recognizes that you have it set up, and we will prompt you asking you if you would like to have all your payslips dispensed to your employee self-service account at this stage. So you will not you will not see this notification. Instead, you'll see a notification asking if you want the system to help you with that. So that's also something that the system can do, and it's really just with the click of a button, right? So I'm not going to create a pay run.
Well, speaking
But
of
yeah.
clicks off buttons, I think it's also worthwhile just to note there that we also have a SimplePay app that you can get on your phone for iOS and for Android. So if you want something literally at your fingertips and you're not with your computer, you're welcome to then also download the app. It makes it easier if your employees also have the self-serve, or the employees have the SimplePay app on their phone and they want to quickly access their Payslips, or they want to quickly send a request, a claims request through, then that's something that can also save anyone time, because you can access the system in whatever way is easiest for you.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. I think that pretty much sums up the pay runs. The pay runs module on SimplePay.
Shall we go through filing then?
Sure. So that's, of course, another hot topic, right? I would understand that if you wanted to use a payroll software solution, you would expect that the system would be able to help you with certain filing responsibilities. So in terms of that, what SimplePay does for you is, if you were to come to the filing tab, you'll be able to notice that the system caters to your monthly CPF return and also your yearly IRA forms. So it's really easy. Why I say that is because if you were not using a software solution, perhaps you would have to generate the CPF return yourself, right? You might have to export payroll information and then do all this yourself. So by using SimplePay, you don't have to do that. Right, automatically, as long as you have finalized payslips for that particular period, right, then the system automatically pulls that information, generates a CPF return for you, and it also goes a step further to ensure that it's fully compliant in terms of the file specifications. So what that means is that as you notice right here, there is a link that says FTP file, right? So that's also something that the system takes care of for you. After you finalize the CPF return, ensuring that the values are all correct, you can simply select the FTP file link, and that gets automatically downloaded into your computer, and you can just use CPF Board's e-submission portal to submit it online. So it definitely saves you a lot of time, right? And you don't have to worry about having to convert the file, right? Because it's completely compliant to whatever specifications CPF Board has stipulated. Yeah.
And just to add to that, I think it's important to know that our system wants to keep you safe and also really wants to keep you perfectly compliant, so you don't have to worry about that.
Exactly right. Yeah. So the next thing, right, which I think is something a lot of people are currently doing right now, because filing season, well, right now we're smack in the middle of filing season. So we take care of your IRA forms as well. So you'll notice that if you have your settings set up, then once you come over to the IRA's filing tab, right, we offer you the opportunity to perform direct e-submissions. So you don't have to do this externally outside of SimplePay. You can complete all your filing right here using the system itself, right? And assuming that everything is correct, you've already submitted your IRA forms to IRAs, then you also realize that a very handy little thing about the system is that if you have self-service set up, again, you can immediately use the system, rather leverage self-service to release all your employees' tax certificates to them, right? Because as you and I probably already know, it is mandatory for them to receive a copy of it. So that's also something that the system has thought of as well. Yeah.
Cool. And that's is filing. Thank you so much, Shirlyn. I like that we've gone through a lot of the most important parts of the system and what you can do, showing you the system is really customizable. We took you through an employee's profile and what you can do on there. A lot of the customizing of the employee's payslip, finalizing the payslip. We've showed you a bit of our leave module. creating a pay run, and then of course what you can get from a pay run, which is all of the reports that you can review. We love to give you as much data as possible, and then we also took you through filing, which is quite an important module. Something that I would like to say, additionally to sort of you experimenting with the system using your demo company, is we're very big on support. So we want to kind of be there for you to give as much information as you might need. So if Shirlyn can show us, yes, the question mark icon on the right of the page, you'll see there are 3 options. So you can either click on help for this page or general help. So if we go to general help or help for this page, takes us to our help site, our help page. So if you click on general help, this is our help site, and there's a search bar, so you can search for something very specific, or the help for this page will appear on a specific page that you're on the system. That will take you to the specific page on the help site, and that can just give you very specific assistance or an explanation on what you might need to do. However, if you would like to chat to one of us, we have 2 options. So if you would like if you click on the support option over there, you can send us a message, as it says. You can type in whatever you need, and we also have the option, you can tick the checkbox, with a tongue twister, to give us access to your data, because it's easy for us. If you give us access, then we can better understand what the solution would be to the issue or whatever you might be experiencing. But if you want to chat to us in real time, you can also do that. We cater for all of our Singapore clients to chat to you in real time by clicking on the chat function over there. And you can just ask us whatever you need. Maybe you just want to say hi, I don't know. And you're welcome to just get in touch with us, because we know that payroll, we want to make this as easy as possible for you. But if there's anything additional that you need assistance with, you are welcome to message us honestly at any time. We really are here for you. So I think that we've covered quite a bit on the system. The one thing I would love to ask Shirlyn, though, before I close off, is what do I do now that I've created my free trial? When I want to sign up, what is the next step? What do I need to do?
Okay, so that's a very good question, right, Kylie? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly log out of my account, and I'm going to hit back into SimplePay's landing page. So to get started using SimplePay, you'll want to, of course, first and foremost, sign up for an account via our sign up page as shown earlier, right? Either using the sign up button or the free trial button over here. But if instead you'd like to first understand what our fees are like, right, then what you could do is to head over to our pricing page over here, okay, where you'll find a detailed breakdown of the costs of using the system, right, in terms of helping you to manage your payroll and leave management needs. You'll also be pleased to know that we have an automatic code generator, right, where you can access via this link over here. Once you've clicked this, you'll be redirected to a page where you want to enter your details, and once completed, our system will automatically send a formal quotation to you via email. Now, after understanding how our pricing schedule works, right, you can easily toggle over to our free trial button over here to get started on your 30-day free trial. So before I hand the time back over to Jamie and Desmond as they take us through Q&A, I'd like to let everyone know that we have specially prepared a few slides for you where we've listed down some of the additional features that didn't get to showcase itself on our webinar today, but we reckon might actually prove rather beneficial to improving your payroll process. Okay, we'll be sending this to you via email after the session. So do take some time to peruse it. And if you'd like for me to conduct a personalized demo for you after this session, simply reply to the email and I'll be sure to set up a meeting between us at any of your convenience, right? And with that, I'm again going to hand the time back over to Jamie.
Thanks, Shirlyn.
That was great. Thank you so much, Kylie and Shirlyn.